Hello everyone, it is nice to see you again. I'm going to show you enemy behavior and player combat today. I skipped scene setup because it is very simple to follow. Let's configure hitbox for NPC first. In collision section for hitbox, we need to create a new layer. We can name it enemy hitbox. And then mark it in hitbox clearing layer. Nice, we can move on to coding part. We need to have NPC stats variable, health, max health attack value, and then max walk speed. Next, we need target position for holding target's position, real-time position, velocity and direction for facing. Then we need to define child node short name here. Don't forget to add a area 2D node as player detection zone. You can set up a shape as a circle. Now let's back to child node in script. And we also need a tween node to do effect. For NPC, we also need state machine to control its behavior. If you are the first time here, you can refer to top right card to check my other tutorials about state machine. First, we need a change state function to switch state, which is a totally open point for us to optimize in future. Second, we need a move function which will be used in next few tutorials. Then we should have a take damage function that handles state change. Change state to hurt first. And then minus damage value in health value. Like I did in last tutorial, Tween is a super helpful tool for us. So here it will help us deal with knockback effect. If health is smaller than or equal to 0, we need to switch to die state. I forgot to define knockback duration value. Let's do this. And also for knockback direction and knockback force. Those are default values. Now we can create signal function from hurtbox. When hitbox area node enters, we can get the attacker body node from this area by calling getParent. And we also need to get the attack value from attacker. We will create this value in player setting later. Next, we need to calculate knockback direction. And call take damage function we just created. Let's create physical process function. Like before, use match statement. When state is sleep, we need to make sure velocity is 0. We need to check if player in detection zone when it is sleep state, but we also need to build helper script for player detection zone. First, we need a player variable to hold player node if it is in detection zone. Then we need to create a can see player function to make our code calling easier in log behavior. Next, we can create signal function from area node. One is onBody entered. Second one is onBody exited. Okay, back to main script. We need to define a sig player function. If log can see player, we switch state to cheese. In chase state, first, we need to get player from detection zone. If player node exists, we will play animations. Then we calculate a direction from player to log and normalize it. Next, update velocity with move toward a function. Here you can change 120 to any number you want to try the log's movement feelings. Else, we switch back to sleep state if we didn't find player. For state hurt, just play damaged animation. For state die, we need to change state to none and change velocity to 0. We also need to fade out a dead body. Let's create a function to handle this dead body effect. Use tween node to change property modulate. We can use color to achieve this type of transparency change. It will look like dead body disappearing. Then we can call this function in die statement. Lastly, we use move and slide to move velocity. Don't forget to keyframe enemy after fade out effect finish. Let's add log to form scene to test. We can see log is trying to catch us, but the working animation is not changing as expected, and the animation switching has problem too. Let's add a signal function from animation player. When animation damaged finished, we need to switch state back to chase. Test again. It looks like damage and back to chase, but it didn't sleep. Let's add play animation sleep in sleep state. And also I made a small mistake when handling directions. Change directions to this. Then test it again. We can move and the log is moving around to find us. And we can kill it by attacking too. Cool, guys. This is part 1 of anime behavior and player combat. In the next part, I will handle player side and optimize with small changes. Thanks for your support over the past few months. If you like my videos, please click this button to subscribe my channel. And if you think this is helpful, please click this button to like my video. Your small action is a big help for me. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.